Good morning, traders. Market video signals. It's great to be back Monday morning, guys. We got the euro dollar, big news about this one. We're pulling the trigger. We just did, and effectively we're flipping over, right? Because you remember very well, we had a very successful bullish campaign. We actually had two, right, back to back consecutively. We've started here when price had this. You probably remember that, right? We had an official qualified triple bottom, and then of course we jumped in, right? We got in and we got out when we hit 109.64 and price began to pull back down. We got out, right? Eventually it ended up we broke that move into two steps, so to speak. So we got the first one, and then later on we came back when price broke, crossed back above 109.64. We got back in, and at 111.54 we were out, right? We've landed a nice punch here all the way to the target. Price went beyond that point, which was no surprise. It went beyond that point to solidify that move and the penetration into that upper section. In fact, something quite interesting happened just a couple of days ago. Last Friday and Thursday, price was on the upside. It was hammering, intense move, and then it landed right on that 113.24, which we know is the last line of resort. That's the end of it. That's the end of this range. And we had a nice, take a look. We had a nice reaction, right? On Thursday, price was successful breaking through, but we know it's just a daily. Daily price action could be very noisy. We've seen that last time, by the way, when price was engaging with that level. It was seemingly breaking out, but not really, right? It kept trading inside the range as far as the monthly. Take a look as the monthly chart goes. Check this out. This is the monthly setup. Same levels, right? Same key level, but same key levels here. But you can see how price remained inside, just spiked these areas. Well, we're talking about 113.24 in this case, and it does that again, right? So yeah, so we feel that this was not a real breakout. In fact, price is just turning around now, so we think we might be catching a potential tipping point, right? So right, officially we're flipping over. We think that it's time. Now, we're starting very, very small because, it's very early stages. It might be too early to jump in. That's why we're starting very small. Now, when price will begin, if price will continue to drop, right, we'll continue to escalate this downside reversal with a couple of more downside, days, then we'll become more comfortable and we'll begin to increase the position. Right now, the real test level is 111.54. Again, that was our target last time on our the previous bullish campaign. Now it's a bit of a threat. It could be a support that could break that downside momentum, right? So what I'm trying to say here, we'll try to keep the position relatively small, and we'll only get much more aggressive once we clear out that obstacle, and price will begin to enter the second stage of this move. Eventually should be ending up at 109.64, which is just the opposite there, the opposite side of this range. Let me present to you this range that I've been talking about, and we'll end up the analysis here. So this is why we're still playing out this move. It started back at September 2019. We had an upside move followed by a downside one, right? That was the second, third, all the way down, fourth. It was hectic here, but eventually it went up for another leg. That was leg number 5. At this point, we're either going to see a breakout or we're going to have leg number 6, right? At this point, we feel it's slightly more likely that we'll have that 6th leg, but obviously a breakout is also something that's definitely probable. So we'll be very cautious here, right? That's why we're starting very small, guys. Stop loss level 115, sorry, 114.50. And let's see, we got more than 300 pip in the pipeline, potentially speaking. So we'll definitely be back to follow up on the situation. That's about it for this one. We'll be back with the next video. Take care.